GM, Arbitrum is very hot. We all know that. And here's an opportunity to participate in a launch which is an Arbitrum project. So UrDEX is launching on Razorfy.ai and a lot of other launchpads like BSC Station and their own launchpad. Today we are going to review what UrDEX is, what are the important timelines, and in the end I will also share my viewpoint on UrDEX, that why it makes a good case to join UrDEX here. UrDEX is basically a decentralized exchange, and being a decentralized exchange, they are a non-custodial one. This is on Arbitrum. Apart from DEX, they are also doing multiple other things. They also have a launchpad and many other things we'll review in this video. Of course, I'm going to cover the most crucial aspects which are important to consider while joining an IDO. So these factors will be: what project category is project in, what is the tokenomics, what launchpad you should consider participating in, what is the activity on socials, is the team strong enough, do they have good backers, and partnerships. So here they are talking about the market opportunity. The volume on decentralized exchanges is very large and it is expected to grow a lot. The project category actually looks good to me in light of FTX collapse and a lot of problems we are facing at the centralized exchange side. Plus, they are a new DEX on a very new chain, that is Arbitrum, and Arbitrum is super hot right now. Talking about the challenges in the space, DEX usually have lower liquidity compared to centralized exchanges. Also, some DEX have higher transaction cost, and there is also a steeper learning curve for launching a decentralized exchange, and that is why this is a high barrier to entry in this trade. What UrDEX is promising? They are talking about delivering a high quality risk management solution, and they are coming up with some innovative liquidity solution for LPs. They are talking about a programmatic pools of liquidity. There's something new and they are also talking about that asset owners will get passive income on their crypto holdings. So they are intertwining many decentralized market and instruments. So there's a perpetual DEX and an AMM backed DEX, and they also have a launchpad. This graph nicely explains what is happening. So there will be a liquidity pool. Investors will provide liquidity in this pools and they'll earn protocol revenues. Launchpads will provide LP to the liquidity pools, and this liquidity pool will keep perpetual DEX and AMM going. Here they are also mentioning that investors can deposit any assets to one or more pools and they can start sharing the protocol revenues. This is a very nice thing. As we proceed into the pitch deck, we'll learn how they are talking about sharing the protocol revenues. So where will the protocol revenues come from? The protocol revenues will come from swaps and leverage trading, which will happen on the DEX. So what are the unique features UrDEX is talking about? It's fully decentralized and non-custodial. Being a DEX, there is a real utility that cash flow will happen to the liquidity providers because they are talking about a lot of revenue sharing. They are also ensuring that there will be zero price impact trades as they are powered by Chainlink oracles, which will help them to execute trades. This is something new which they are talking about. They are talking about programmatic risk management. They are solving liquidity problem in innovative way. They are talking about some loyalty rewards which will go back to traders. And this project, being a community driven project, can actually be considered as a fair launch because the investors will be getting the tokens at the same price. Here's the model for UrDEX. Investors will deposit assets and provide liquidity in the liquidity pools. Traders will come and they'll start trading, swapping either long or short. The traders, when they'll do the trades, they will generate some fees for the treasury. Similarly, when investors provide liquidity, some portion will go as a fees to the treasury, and that fees will go to governance DAO. Here's the launchpad. Now they're talking something about their launchpad. They want to help drive growth in Arbitrum ecosystem and want to help latest projects to raise capital and generate initial liquidity. What is the launchpad model? nicely explained here. Project will deposit the tokens in the investment pool. Investors will come and purchase. Investors will have to stake URD in the stake pool. In return, they'll get the tickets, and that's how they'll buy tokens from the investment pool. Treasury will earn some fees when projects deposit the token, and then this treasury will actually give some rewards into the staking pool. It's a nice slide. They are talking about the fees which will be generated through different activities on the DEX. There will be some position fees and swapping fees and liquidation fees, etc. And this fees will be distributed. And they are also talking about how this fees will be distributed. The maximum amount of fees will go to liquidity providers, which is natural because for a DEX, liquidity providers are the most important resource. They are the ones who will bring the liquidity. And then the second highest component will actually go to governance and treasury, and that's how the team plans to reward URD token holders and stakers probably. The next highest portion will go to governance treasury. They also have dedicated 10% of the fees for UR stakers. UR is a different token in this ecosystem, and 10% will go to URD stakers. This is a very interesting point because URD is the token which is going to be sold in the IDO. So the way this distribution of fee structure is planned, I think the URD team or UrDEX team has actually done a very nice job planning all the right things. And here is the loyalty program. I think this is a very innovative thing they have done. So what they are talking about is every dollar which is traded on UrDEX platform, one URL token is earned. Good part is these tokens are automatically distributed and converted to URD tokens after 24-hour vesting. Now comes a very interesting slide. They are explaining in one diagram, one tabulated form, how they are different from the competition. Of course, the network is Arbitrum. Arbitrum is very hot. GMX and DYDX. DMX is on Arbitrum and Avalanche, and DYDX is on Ethereum L2 Stark with ZK rollup. What is the maximum leverage allowed? They allow for 30x. GMX also allows for 30x, but DYDX maximum leverage is 20x. These guys, UrDEX adapts different kind of models on their platform. There's AMM, there's order book. There is AMM, order book, perpetual DEX, and launchpad all combined on this platform. However, others don't have all these features. GMX has a perpetual DEX and UrDEX is an order book based model. Here comes the number of tokens they are talking about. URD will be the utility token. URO is the governance token. URL is the loyalty token, which was and lastly, ULD is a liquidity token. GMX also has multiple tokens with GMX, GLD, and escrowed GMX. DYDX, however, has only one token, which is the liquidity token, which is the utility token. They are also talking about that they have some liquidity profiles for LP manager, but others don't have this feature. Here comes a very interesting and important aspect, which is about revenue sharing. So they have devised number of ways of sharing the revenue, and I like this fact about the project. So there's a trading reward program, staking reward, a loyalty reward, a liquidity provider reward, a referral program, strategic partner reward, and vesting of URO for URD. On GMX, there are 4 types of reward: staking, and then GMX used to earn ESGMX, which is escrowed GMX probably. Then vesting of ESGMX to GMX, and then a referral program. Here, only 2 kinds of rewards are there. This is probably a very unique feature. They are saying UrDEX. Then there is no slippage on UrDEX, but there is a slippage on DYDX. UrDEX has a launchpad, other 2 don't have. UrDEX has a launchpad, and other 2 don't have. The liquidity source is coming from different sources. They have shared liquidity, market makers, launchpad projects, and strategic partnership. Here they have only shared liquidity, and for DYDX, the liquidity is coming through market makers. So talking about the roadmap of the product, they have planned interesting things in Q1 and Q2 2023. So the entire roadmap is divided into 3 sections or 3 stages: 1, 2, and 3. Different updates will keep happening on all the product side during the entire course of the roadmap. So we are into Q2 2023 right now, and let's see what's happening here. So on DEX AMM side, swap and liquidity pool will be ready in this quarter. On the perp DEX side, what features will be available? Long short position, a trading pool, apply risk management. There'll be swap and order book, and governance sticking will be happening. Strategic partner trading page will come, and then on Launchpad side, they are launching their own token, and they'll also enable stake for URDLP. In next phase, that is phase 2, they have a very interesting thing here, and what I like is the multi-chain expansion they are talking about. So they are also talking about ZK Sync and Base. So ZK Sync is very hot and upcoming narrative in the blockchain and Web3 ecosystem. And then of course on PerpDex side, they will enable the loyalty program and a referral program, and they'll do some upgrades on order trading. They'll introduce a trailing stop, post only and reduce only margin mode. I think they are talking about the features they want to enable in Q3. On DEX EMM side, yield farming and stable swap will come in Q3 2023. On Launchpad, they will introduce some token locks and liquidity locks, and they will also introduce vesting as a service. In the next phase, that is phase 3, on Launchpad side, they will improve UI UX, and they'll do some upgrades on UI UX and product. On Perpetual DEX side, they have some interesting updates. I find this UrDEX bridge a very interesting thing here. On DEX AMM side, they will introduce some vault incentive and auto compounding feature, which is very interesting. They are also talking about some smart router upgrade. I do not clearly understand that area, but probably they are talking about some feature upgrade here. Now let's straight away delve into the tokenomics. Here, let's see the planned tokenomics for URD token. So as this project is a community driven project, the only round they are having is a public round. The good thing about having only public round is that all the investors will get their tokens at same price, that is 0.08. Zero fear of someone from the early investors coming and selling their tokens after the token is listed. Everybody who joins the IDO for UrDEX will get their token at 0.08. So overall they are raising 800k for their platform, and they have a very nice unlock for the public round, and this unlock is 60% at TGE. The amount of unlock is not very small. Then rest will be unlocked in over the course of 4 months, and this will be linear unlock, meaning 10% monthly will be released. The initial market cap is coming only to 480k. Other good things about tokenomics is that team tokens will be unlocked after the public round tokens are entirely vested. So team has a 6 months cliff and a monthly unlock over the course of 42 months. And on other components, most things are not getting unlocked on TGE. For example, community incentives 0% at TGE, marketing 0% at TGE, DAO 0% at TGE, and the DAO tokens will be unlocked later according to the DAO voting. Treasury has linear vesting of 12 months, and liquidity, which is 2% of the entire token supply, will be unlocked at TGE. Now let's go to their website and the socials and see how much traction is this project getting. So this is UrDEX website. Overall, I like the look and feel of the website. At the main section, they are talking about integrating programmatic risk management with on-demand liquidity. They're talking about their own launchpad, and then these advantages. Here they are talking about URD Finance. URD is the main utility token, and it can. And then they are also talking about their governance token, which is URO. We'll go to app. So I've opened the app for UrDEX, and good thing about it, the app is that they recently announced their app is already available on mainnet. So this is a working product we are talking about, and you can see there is a live graph, and this is probably fed through DEX Screener. Let's see what is the price ongoing for 1 ETH. So yeah, this is working. I'll not be swapping tokens here. So what all tokens are available on this. Say I want to check Bitcoin. So it is showing the Bitcoin price and a nice graph is coming here. I like the fact that the product is already live and available for use. Let's see if something is happening on the launchpad section. So here they are talking about URD and they are raising. Status is published, number of rounds is 1. So the round will start in 2 days on their own launchpad as well. The chain is Arbitrum, and the user could come and deposit their USDT here, say 100 USDT, and it will give you 1250 URD token. Price of each token is 0.08 USDT. DAO, great things coming soon. I think same for liquidity, for convert. More. They have their documentation and other stuff. Let's go to their socials and check what kind of activity is going on. So here is UrDEX Twitter. They have about 20,000 followers, which is a good number. They are launching on Arbitrum. Yes, they are also talking about their multi-IDO timeline. In case if you want, you can check all these launch pads. As the sale is happening on Razorfi.ai, I would highly recommend to go and participate in the sales on Razorfi.ai. Why? The reason you should buy URD tokens on Razorfi.ai is that entry cost to Razorfi.ai is very low. On top of everything, Razorfi.ai has a very good IDO price guarantee to offer. A user's investment is secured until completion of 48 hours from the time when 51% vesting is finished. So in case of UrDEX, since their initial vesting at TGE is 60%, which is more than 51%, the user will be secure until 48 hours from the listing time. I do not know exact details about all other launch pads in terms of whether they promise any kind of IDO price guarantee or not. I'll find out more about these launch pads later on and update you guys. Let's see response to the Twitter handle of UrDEX. How are people interacting? The reach for the tweets is real wide. They have a good amount of retweets and likes happening. It could be possible that this is due to some Crew 3 task or some airdrop they have designed. Definitely this speaks volumes about the team for taking care of their marketing very well. So this one is an interesting moonsheet. As you can see, UrDEX is launching at a market cap of 480,000 at a price of 0.08 per URD token, and if it does a 2x, it will sit at 0.16, and that will be the valuation where Thor Starter sits right now. And do not forget that UrDEX is not only a DEX, it is also a launchpad and many other things. So here they are comparing it to Pools as well, since Pools is a launchpad and it sits at a market cap of 19.2 million. So if the token goes to 3.2, which is 40x, it will be equal to market cap of Pools. Whether this is possible or not is a different thing. However, the project has all the elements to make it a success, because it is launching on right chain and also has working product which people can go ahead and use. So the revenue sharing and the token utility will start coming in for the token immediately on launch. Here UrDEX announced that they will be listing on Mexi. They partnered with X Hashtag, which is a Razorfi launch project. They distributed some whitelist. They did some campaigns, nice partnerships there. There are some people talking about them. This account has 316,000 followers. Somebody else with 46,000 followers following talking about them. Then Cryptograph Rating covered them and said UrDEX is launching, and top 10 launchpad token sales which are happening. Continuously forming some partnership with different projects. This is an interesting one. UrDEX smart contract audit was completed, and it was done by Quill Audits. Quill Audits is a decent name in security. So here are the top reasons why you should consider joining UrDEX IDO. Number one is it is launching on a right network, which is Arbitrum, and Arbitrum is super hot right now. Second, it has a working product already, so this also means that the token will find its utility immediately on launching, and this is a fair launch, meaning all the investors who are buying the token, they'll be buying at 0.08, which is the token price. So we can expect that there will be no sell pressure from early investors. There's a good amount of unlock happening on DGE. There's a 60% unlock for IDO investors. The last one is project will launch with a low initial market cap and low fully diluted valuation. The initial market cap is only 500,000 and fully diluted valuation is 8 million. Project can potentially do wonders because it will launch on a very low market cap, and the similar products or similar projects in the same category are trading at a much higher valuation. With that, I would like to conclude this video. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Please like the video and subscribe to this channel.